our moderator, you know, that starts for say, you've done a fantastic, come on before the woman. That starts for say, you've done a fantastic job. An officer will forget any better moderator than you today. It should say, you are not only a moderator or the spokesperson for the most wonderful institution in the country, but you are a gender activist. So I want to acknowledge you, and I want to acknowledge the ministers within a year, Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, and the Minister of Social Welfare and Religious Affairs, and all the deputy ministers that within a year, the Deputy Minister of Works, the Deputy Minister of Education, any other deputy there? The Deputy Minister of Tourism. I want to acknowledge you all who are present, but I want to pay me homage to me mama, because they say where you say picking a blessing, and mama they pray for her. So I want to pay homage to me mama 𝐲𝐶𝐍 𝐖𝐎𝐑𝐋𝐃, the former First Lady, we happen for being me mama and small sister. So when they left the baton for Sia Kuroma, they been pray for the baton say we begin the can take her. So I want to pay me homage to her, and I also pay me homage to the UN family, the 𝐼CDA, where they head the whole of the United Nations family here. Want pay me homage to them. But today I really want to pay homage to a man who don't make a difference where he campaign gender issues in this country. A man who not afraid for using voice for say when it is wrong, we for say it is wrong. And that person, no less a person but Professor Philip Kanu. We're not only using voice but also using institution as a model for this country for say when we say hands off our girls. Look, woman not the old. So every woman is a girl. So when we say hands off our girls means hands off our women. When I left we don't tire now on our hand them. But today, now me and the boys there, now we didn't on one side, we didn't on one team. And I let no baba come out now if feel bad or feel anything, including the man them. We are no vex. I know they pick on that today. Today I didn't negotiate. They try for negotiate with una. And I want for also say the success of the Hands Off Our Girls campaign and also be possible if I not get the support, the absolute support of the two religions the way we get in our country, when are the Muslims and the Christian religion. And the reason why when we say we come for can do a celebration of healing, we want for Duam with these two religions then, let them be the pillar where we know where we stand by, and let them continue for pray for this country. So I also want to say thank you to Mio Imam. Everybody you for pray, let God give you Imam. Me na Mio Imam this way God give me. Where God bless me with. Where they come for can pray, I get for take pen for begin write the English the way get for can trade and people and false. Before you go inside the Quran and then they cite the Quran and tell we waiting the Quran say, you know, they say where you want for preach, you want for preach with the knowledge. Say what you they tell people is the fact. So Imam Fomba, I'm grateful for all your support and everything where you do, where you come from my business, and to every pastor. The reason why they generalize the pastor then, I get too many pastors then, we don't champion everything where we do, we come from Hands Off Our Girls campaign, from the head of the Catholic Church, from the Pope himself, Pope Francis, the first time where they passed the UN General Assembly, where they passed the November 18 for be a World Day, Pope Francis sent an invitation for make we go to the Vatican. First time in my life, he said, come to the Vatican, I want for them, we pray for you. And I not only go to the Vatican alone, but I go with survivors then. Survivors then fly from all over the world, from India, Japan, China, London, America, Europe, everybody can now Rome, and then the Pope pray for we, and that's now be a solemn day for me. And it should say, when you get the religion and they support you, as a Muslim woman, it feels refreshing because I've been already get the support of the Islamic Relief, but that is my religion. So they no say them for support. When Islamic Relief say we're with you, they stand by me until the day that the UN and make sure say that the resolution was passed. But at the same time, the Catholic Church also stand there with me all the way through until that resolution passed. And I want to say, for make that possible, not because the president where we get in Sierra Leone, na man will not they be intimidated by woman in power or woman in strength. Instead, they become a pillar and the catalyst. The person where they tell me, say, go for it, I'm here, I am with you. And whenever Mother Dio say to me, go, I am behind you, I know say that story will be a success story for me. So I want to say thank you to His Excellency, retired Brigadier Julius Mother Dio, for an unwavering support to everything we get for do with gender issues in this country. You get some people the way say, but the man just they do this thing no more because of his wife. The man just they do this no more because he like his wife. Now who's woman they will know wale maleka. So if you do an bad thing, but then this one not all go the benefits, because the picking the way we try to protect in this country, yeah? Not only young picking, not only Mother Dio young picking, now all man in picking. Every child deserves a better life in this country. Every child deserves a mentor. Every child deserves somebody where we go to, in go-to person. Every child, boys and girls. Today, during the day, did not pass unnoticed. We have demonstrated and assured the United Nations and the global community that Sierra Leone did not just take the resolution for it to be passed and then kept on shelves, but rather we are determined, resolute, and always fired up to lead in the fight against sexual and gender-based violence. In the position paper of the victims and survivors, which I presented, there were targeted recommendations targeting several bodies, including the government of Sierra Leone and her partners. For the sake of recap, please permit me to read just few. Government of Sierra Leone, we've asked the government of Sierra Leone to allocate budgetary allocation to develop survivors-friendly policies, to strengthen coordination, awareness campaign, establish M&E system, provide safe and secured life, eradicate harmful norms and attitudes. We've asked them to promote respect for women and girls, human rights to advance gender equality. For the Parliament, I'm so happy that my dear brother is here, the Honorable Mario Conte, who is also the lead for the legislative arm in Parliament. We ask that the Parliament enact laws specifically for gender-based violence survivors, approachable, flexible, and sensitive to women and girls issues. For the judiciary, we've also asked increase and expedite access to justice, ensure fair and impartial trials, strengthen the legal system and administration of justice. For the United Nations and other development partners, we've asked that they strengthen partnership and coordination, align programs with the National Development Plan, and ensure a unified approach in the fight against gender-based violence. For all our local communities, traditional leaders, and religious leaders and other non-state actors, we've asked them to promote and respect human rights, gender equality, and women advancement, remove harmful cultural, social norms, and customs that perpetuate gender-based violence. We've asked them to continue their awareness campaign on laws, rights, and protection for survivors, family, and in their communities. Now for us, the general public, we've asked that you support the victims with love, care, and compassion, as well as empowerment. Without a detailed assessment of the implementation of the position paper presented, we can recognize that things are happening which might not be at the pace that we desire, but efforts are made and results have been produced. The key highlight, which has urged ramification for sexual and gender-based violence, is the landmark law, the Prohibition of Child Marriage in Sierra Leone, that was anonymously passed by our parliament in June and signed into law by His Excellency the President, retired Brigadier Julius Maada Bio, in July 2024. The reason I single this particular result is because from the Hands Off Our Girls campaign, we were convinced that early marriage is a legalized form of rape and sexual and gender-based violence. So commitment from the Office of the First Lady and her partners provided resources in cash and materials to help with the healing of victims and survivors. We have supported more than 500 survivors and victims in tertiary, vocational, and other educational institutions, as well as livelihood support across the country. While we commend the effort of the government of Sierra Leone and its development partners in uplifting the status of women and girls in our beloved country, GBV and SGBV survivors have refused to go away, and our adolescent girls continue to battle the threat. Amidst all this, myself and the partners are doing all within our powers to rebuild the lives and identities of victims and survivors after such experience. We recognize it is a very audacious and difficult task to get the victims and survivors regain the trust in their rebuilding of relationship, but more importantly, restoring their esteem, their self-esteem. Stigma and negative perceptions continue to be the stumbling block of our efforts in the communities. These are hindering the rehabilitation and reintegration, especially in helping to develop a positive outlook and pursuit of full potential of victims. The other outstanding challenges include, but not limited to, access to affordable justice, complicated health problems such as chronic pain, infertility, sexually transmitted infections, including HIV and AIDS, and other reproductive complications and trauma, among others. As I conclude, I want to assure the victims and survivors that they are not alone, and that we shall continue to garner all support that will ensure the dictate of the November 18, the UN World Day for the Prevention of and Healing from Child Sexual Exploitation, Abuse, Violence are kept alive. I thank you, our partners, for continuing the fight and ensuring the day did not go unnoticed. Thank you, the Vice Chancellor, Professor Philip Kanu, and team for providing the venue, ensuring the UN World Day November 18 continue to make Sierra Leone a leader at the global stage for the fight against sexual and gender-based violence, as well as women and girls empowerment and gender equality. Thank you all for your kind attention. At this juncture, please permit me to recognize the presence of the Honorable Minister of Gender and Children's Affairs, who would now join me for us to appreciate some of our partners who have supported us throughout this journey. And I will ask the Minister to read in one of the cards, and then we will now call the names of the recipients and just say thank you to them.